Yeah, man.
Hello, my name is Miguel, and today I'm gonna make for you bone-in chicken broccoli stir fry. Alright, so we'll need some chicken stew, chicken cut in chunks, chicken parts cut in chunks, some broccoli, local broccoli, carrot, about one or two onions, piece of ginger, but first bend off your finger, 3 garlic cloves, tablespoon food cornstarch, a dried chili pepper, about 3 dried chili pepper, cooking wine, oil for frying, soy sauce. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe, chili bean sauce, and chili oil, or chili bean and oil, and some sesame seed for garnishing. Alright, so I'm gonna start by first preparing these stir fry ingredients. Alright, so take a piece of ginger, say about quarter length, about, about half your finger or quarter, the first bend of your finger. So you peel the ginger, see, like the first index of your finger. Peel the ginger properly, make sure it's cleaned. Now the garlic, let's remove the skin or the leaf, and then cut off any little brown spot that you might see. And I cut the 2 ends off too as well. Alright, next, take your 3 dried chili peppers. Alright, sometimes they're kind of dusty, so you gotta rinse them off, make sure it's clean. Alright, now just cut this, shred your dried chili pepper. I just cut the stem off. So I'm just going to take each chili pepper and cut little strips. You can remove the seeds, but I don't. Alright, so just do as you see me doing and shred the dried chili pepper. Alternatively, you can buy the shredded chili pepper. I was told that my plate is making too much noise on the countertop, so that's why I just put a paper towel on so it will ease the noise. You see, I appreciate your comments. Whenever you see me do something wrong, you can say it. I like that, because I want to be able to do the right thing than, telling people to do the wrong thing. Alright, so grind the garlic to puree, ginger as well. So that's what you want. Alright, definitely gonna need an onion. So now with your onion, just remove the skin. The first layer of the onion is the strongest, so just remove the brown part. Cut the 2 ends off. Alright, the carrot now, we're going to prepare the carrot close to cooking it. Alright, so this is stewed chicken. Alright, so now we're going to make the marinating sauce. So measure and add 1 tablespoon of food cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of cooking wine, sherry, soy sauce. If you have light soy sauce, that would be good. 2 tablespoons. Alright, so now we're going to add some chicken broth or stock to this as well. So I'm just putting some water in a saucepan. Alright, so mix your sauce out thoroughly. See, I'm going to make my own chicken broth. I'm going to take a piece of the chicken wing off, and you can use even the skin, bone in a little thing. Alright, now this stewed chicken. Normally I would use the chicken parts and then cut it myself, cut it in little chunks, and show you how to cut the chicken with bone. But all you have to do is just remove the skin, trim the fat, and cut little chunks. To get through the bone, just use your elbow like a fist and hit the knife surface to get through the bone. Some people use a hammer. Alright, so with these chicken pieces, they didn't prepare it, they just cut it in chunks. So you gotta go through and look at it and remove the clogged blood, remove the skin, and anything that's not flesh. Alright, so that's a piece of chicken wing. I'm just gonna put it to boil for a little while so I can get some chicken stock. Alright, so continue going through. See, oftentimes when you see they cut the chicken in stews like this in the supermarket, it's the chicken parts that's not selling fast enough, and they're probably about to spoil, so they want to get rid of them. So they're trying to be creative, and they cut these little stew. Look at this wire that I just found. They cut these little chunks and put them in a tray and call it stew chicken. For lazy people that don't want to cut up any chicken. And I can bet some people that throw all of that in a pot and make curry chicken or brown stew chicken. They probably don't clean it, but I hope they do. Alright, so go through each piece, look through, remove the clogged blood like this, trim the fat. You know what you gotta look for in these chicken pieces the most? I can't find a cleaner word, but feces, like chicken feces. You gotta look on it properly and make sure that none of that is on it. Chicken droppings, that's what I call it. Alright, so do as you see me doing and prepare and clean the chicken properly. Alright, so once you go through and trim the fat, remove the clogged bloods and mucks, you just sprinkle a couple drops of white vinegar and rinse each piece pretty. It should be pretty when you finish cleaning. So go through with your finger and clean in between the chicken pieces. Alright, so do as you see me doing. Do it in your sink and rinse the chicken properly. Under running water. Use your faucet. Alright, so this is what you want. You want your chicken chunks with bone to be as pretty as these little pieces. Alright, see? That's my chicken stock or broth. See, just a piece of wing. It's good enough. measure and add 2 tablespoons of chicken stock or broth. They both mean the same thing, depending on where you are in the world. Alright, so mix in your marinating sauce properly. Now, take your chicken pieces with bone and put it in the marinating sauce. Your prepared clean chicken chunks with bone. Alright, so chicken look clean, everything just look almost ready to eat. Alright, so you just stir in and coat each chicken piece. Stir it in so that each chicken piece have its own. Alright, cover it and put it aside for later. Allow it to marinate for 10 minutes at least. Now, this is local broccoli, local to Jamaica, local to the island of Jamaica. Alright, if you notice how green it is, it's as green as the island. It's not as light green as I was saying. Look how rich green color this is. Like if you fly over Jamaica, this is the color you would see. The dark rich green color. Imported ones, they're a little bit a lighter green. And to me, this one tastes richer and nicer too. So ever since I found out that we have local broccoli, I've been using these local broccoli so much better. Alright, so now you just trim off the leaves of this crown of broccoli. And what I like to do is cut the florets with a stem, so I can use most of the stem. Oh, the thing with these local broccoli now, sometime when they're getting old, they'll have insects, so you gotta look through it more than you would the imported ones. So look through the broccoli. Any dying leaves, remove those. They tend to get yellow if it's getting old. So you see how I'm cutting the broccoli with a long stem? Yeah, that's what I want you to do. Alright, so look through each of the leaves in between the stems, in between the florets, to see if there's any insect in between. And too, the local broccoli is about $100 cheaper than the imported ones. About 20% cheaper than the imported ones. About 20 or 30. About 30% cheaper than the imported ones. Alright, so you just saw me sprinkle some white vinegar in this bowl, in this container of water. So do as you see me doing and kind of rinse the broccoli. That way, any insect in between or so forth will die. Alright, so throw off that water and pour in some fresh water. So now, do as you see me doing and remove the broccoli. And then put them on a dry surface. You don't have to put it on a paper towel, but just, make sure the water is run off. Put it on a surface so it can drain. Alright, so you see how beautiful these are. That's what you want. Alright, this is some sesame seed. You can use sesame seed, roast sesame seed. Just roast it on low heat. Alright, now for about 5 minutes. I'm not going to use it today. Put to heat a saucepan. We're going to deep fry our chicken chunks with bone. So Put a saucepan, a big enough saucepan, not too big because we're going to deep fry. Put your stove gauge on 4 medium low and just allow. After a minute, make sure the pan, that's rice, that's what we're going to eat it with today, rice. Make sure your saucepan is dried, no water is in it. Alright, so add about 2 cups of coconut oil. Any cooking oil. You want it to be like quarter way full in the pan, because you don't want it to overflow. And before I forget, whenever you do these things, less water on the meat, the better it is. If too much water is in it, it can fry over. So this is our chicken chunks with bone. Been marinating for about 30 minutes, but marinate it for at least 10 minutes. But this has been marinating for at least this one here been marinating. If you're gonna marinate it for longer than 30 minutes, keep it in the fridge. I'm sorry I don't have a wok today, but if you're using a saucepan like this, keep the handle inward. You don't want to bounce it and create an accident. Look for the smoke. Once you see a little smoke, so about between 5 minutes, the oil been heating on 4 medium low. Alright, so now take each piece, if you don't want to put the water in the oil, and kind of drain the marinating sauce off, and then add it to the heating oil. Do as you see me doing. See how the oil is rising? You gotta watch it. See, if we were making boneless chicken, it wouldn't be as, you wouldn't have to be as cautious. But with the bone, the pieces are bigger, and there's a lot more water in it. Alright, so add each piece right after the other, and then use a wooden spoon like this and stir in just to prevent sticking, just to stop the sticking from sticking too much. So just take about 30 seconds or so and then stir it in. Alright, so once you do that, allow. Stove gauge is on 4 medium low. Allow. Alright, so now would be a good time to finish preparing the onions and the carrot. So what I like to do is just scrape the surface of the onion off the carrot. I like to scrape the surface of the carrot off, but if it's washed, you can wash it properly and use it as well. Alright, so I cut the end off the carrot, and then I'm cutting the carrot in half, and then cut that half piece in half, so I can put the flat surface on the chopping board, the flat end down, so I can get a better cut, and cut carrot sticks or carrot strips. Alright, so now with the onion, cut the onion in quarters. If it's a small onion, you cut it in half, and then remove and separate the leaves. so it's been 5 minutes. I didn't move it. I just allowed it to deep fry. I don't turn it every minute. Just keep it in the oil and allow it to cook. Alright, so after 5 minutes, just give it a one stir. You just stir the top, stir the bottom to the top, and allow. Stove gauge is on 4, medium low. Alright, so this is the rice, white rice that I'm going to be eating it with. I'm just showing it to you. Alright, so it's been 10 minutes. It's parboiled. Excuse my flashing hands. My flashing hand. Or my flashing fingers. Alright, so you just use your wooden spoon and give it a one stir. That's what you want. You want the chicken pieces to have a nice golden, rich color. I was going to say flavor, because it do look flavorful. That's what you want. Alright, this is chicken. This is bone-in chicken now, so it got to cook properly. And I'm going to cook it in such a way that we third world country people can chew the bones. It's going to be juicy. So it's been 12 minutes. Alright, so allow. See, it's getting darker. That's what you want. You want to make sure that each of the pieces are cooked properly. The chicken part is cooked, the meat is cooked enough, but the bone, you want to make sure that the bone is cooked real good. Alright, so once you stir it in, just allow. It's been 40 minutes. Stove gauge still on. Turn the stove down on low, almost off low. Alright, so now use a spoon that scoops. Don't, if you can do what I'm doing, do it carefully. And just use a spoon to hold the pieces, and then just kind of pour the hot heating oil in a container. And that oil, you can use it again and again and again and again. Alright, so you just want to pour out 90% of the oil. Leave about half of quarter cup oil in the pot. So we're going to saute next. Alright, so if you notice, I just use a spoon and shift all the cooked chicken pieces to one side. And then now add the shredded, dried chili pepper, the grinded garlic and ginger to the oil on the side that don't want the chicken, and put the heat on the over the seasoning. And turn the stove gauge on low. I just want these seasonings to saute. Sorry I don't have a wok, but I'm going to show you how you can use this saucepan as a wok. So it's on low, almost off low. So a minute between two, see the saucepan now, you just lift the saucepan and put the edge of the pan under the heat, like you would like a wok would be in the center of the heat. So just kind of use the wooden spoon and stir in seasonings and allow it to saute. See, the reason why I'm doing this, because if you don't allow it to saute, when you serve it, the raw ginger flavor is going to be in the chicken and the garlic and so forth. So you don't want that. You want it to break down and saute. Alright, so that's the chili in oil and the chili bean sauce. Get those ready, because we're going to add those next. Alright, this is the secret now. Alright, look, I'm showing you this. I'm giving you a tip. If these sauce, you're supposed to refrigerate them. If you don't, just add some oil in it. It will keep it fresh and you don't have to refrigerate it. Just add oil in it. Alright, after 3 minutes, this is the secret now. This little part here is a big secret. Because it's with bone, you have to use a little bit more than you would if it wasn't with bone. So I'm using a tablespoon and a half, a full tablespoon, almost 2 tablespoons and a half. So what I'm telling you about this, I poured regular oil in this, and the oil will prevent hair from getting in to cause spoilage. So it make it last longer. Alright, so now this is chili oil. So you want about 2.5 to about 3 teaspoons of chili oil or chili in oil, either or either. Alright, so you do as you see me doing and stir in the sauce now. Kind of use the sauce, and now would be a good time to turn the stove's gauge up on 4 medium low, and then kind of hold your saucepan and put it on the edge, kind of tilt it, and use your wooden spoon and stir fry and coat the chicken chunks with the sauce. This part is the secret. This part is the most important part. See how it's coating and giving it that nice caramel flavor, caramel look. See? Alright, so after you take a minute or two, about a minute, and stirring the chicken pieces, add the chopped onions, and just take a couple seconds between a minute and stir it in properly. If you're using a saucepan, hold it up to the edge. Next, add your broccoli florets. Alright, you notice with these broccoli, I didn't add any water. I didn't soak them in hot water for a second or two, no. Because I believe the broccoli, you need to eat the broccoli raw. The enzymes is in it still. Once heat touch the broccoli, the vitamin C, that rich vitamin C that's in the broccoli is gonna go. So you gotta, the less you cook it, the better. Add the carrot, stir it in for a couple times, and you finish. Alright, now I'm gonna serve my bone-in chicken broccoli stir fry on a bed of white rice. So just before serving, just give your pot a stir and take a scoop of this beautiful meal. Rich with flavor. And with us, people from third world countries, we like eating, well, I don't know about everybody, but we like eating meat with bones. You're gonna love this meat. The bone is juicy. You just chew it. Watch, you're gonna see. Alright, so I'm trying to garnish this dish in such a way that I can take a good picture. Alright, so this is bone-in chicken broccoli stir fry. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. Subscribe, like, share. Bone-in chicken broccoli stir fry. Alright, so now I'm gonna taste this thing here for you. Look at the broccoli, it's just rich. The chicken is pretty. It's flavorful, it's really nice, it's spicy and nice. The sauce kind of give the chicken a nice flavor. The broccoli is crunchy and rich with flavor. Rich with Jamaican soil. Carrot is crunchy and sweet. As you can see, the gravy is there. Look at the chicken. It's cooked, well cooked properly. You can taste the ginger, the tanginess of the ginger. Just a little bit. I made this meal just for Jamaicans and third world countries and South America. People that like to eat chicken with bone. It's a nice meal. It's juicy and flavorful. And it's healthy for you too as well. The chicken is protein. The sauce is all vegetable. Sauce is chili bean fermented in whatever the way how they process it. The broccoli is rich with vitamin C. Rich. It's one of the few vegetable in the world that it's packed with vitamin C. Onion is sweet and nice. It's not as crunchy because I allow it to saute. I allow it to saute somewhat. Look at that. Look at the chicken wing. See, I like to eat the collagen and the chicken bone, the chicken leg. That's the only part of the bone I like to eat. I like to eat soft bone. I like to chew the chicken soft bones. I like the chicken back part. And I chew off the drumstick. I chew the two ends off. Alright, this is a piece of bone piece. This is the piece that had the clogged blood in between it. See, right there the blood was, the clogged blood was. This piece now is a soft, this is what I call soft bone. So I just throw this entire piece in my mouth and chew it. And I'm going to show you the end result. And see, while I'm eating the rice, I'm still chewing that chicken with the bone. Somehow, I'm separating it. Because I'm not going to swallow. I'm not going to swallow the bone. You just chew the bone and suck it dry. And then discard it like this. Excuse the bone if it offends anyone. But that's the end result. I can taste the ginger, the flavor of the sauce and the ginger makes it really flavorful. Yeah. Yeah, I can taste the sauce. Alright. See ya.
Yeah, man!
Go take a look at our merchandise store. Links below. A Miguel Marvin Samuels production.